coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pam, man. I appreciate the love. Boom! I appreciate the support. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, damn! I appreciate it, man. We out here, man. We rolling. We almost there, man. Y'all done put the pressure on me now, man. We like 1,600 away. Y'all done put the pressure on me now, man. So let's go. Let's get it. TBP Nation, man. I definitely appreciate you all. I appreciate the love. I appreciate all the support, man. You know, like I say, man, we take a minor setback and turn it into a major comeback, man. So let's go. Let's get it. TBP Nation, man. Y'all stand up, man. Oh, man, today I wanted to talk about something we probably mentioned before. We probably ain't get deep into it, but hey, man, getting that penitentiary money. Getting that penitentiary money. Let me tell you something. A lot of people on the street don't realize or acknowledge, man. You know, I got that from the chat too. So shout out to the chat. Somebody was asking me, you know, do I know dudes in the penitentiary that make, you know, 10, 15, 20, $30,000? Is it possible in prison? And then some. And then some. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's dudes in prison that put their hustle down, man, and they put their hustle down so hard, man, that I'm telling you, they get money, man. They get money. It seems like when you really think about it and you put it in perspective, it's the same thing as on the street. You got to ask yourself, you say, well, boom, how do people be selling drugs and making all this money when they just selling drugs to, you know, the ghetto, the poor communities and whatever? That money going to be produced, man. And that just shows you how people have bad money management. You understand what I'm saying? That proves how people is bad managing money, because you could go in some of the poorest neighborhoods and get all of this money and turn it to, you know, a kingpin or something because you eating off of these people who don't even have money. So it's the same thing in the penitentiary. People assume that they don't got money in the penitentiary, which they don't, but they rely on the love of the people that love them and send them money, and they use that money to flip it, or they use that money for whatever they use it for. Some dudes use it to get high, use it to do this, that, and the third. But when them drugs come in, them dudes are getting high, they gonna spend that money on that all day. They go to work all day, every day, and get a state check and spend it all on drugs. You understand? So, man, you got dudes in there that's getting that money, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. When you can supply and demand, when you can supply something that dudes need, and especially drugs is always gonna be number one. But now it's tobacco. But when you can supply that and supply and demand, you can get paid. You can lay flat and believe that. And I know dudes, man, like I say, from the beginning of the time that I first went in the penitentiary, all the way until I came out of the penitentiary, there's just supreme hustlers. They gonna always find their way to a dollar. Always. You know, I told you, like, back in the day, man, me being in the wall, I seen more money, cash money, than I had seen on the street in possession of somebody locked up. I seen dudes with shoebox, like they say, real shoebox full of money in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to call their names. And one dude in particular, he out here now. He rich now. He probably touching $1 million out here now. Legitly. Legit started a business because he was able to transform that business mind that he had in prison to the outside world. It's just a matter of applying it. But he was able to do that. So, you know, I know a couple of guys like that, man. They transferred their hustle from prison out here on the street, man, and they really get into that money. But man, money is to be made in the penitentiary. You can make money, man, especially like I say, if you can get them drugs, you're gonna make some money in the penitentiary, because a lot of people want to get high, and you don't need as much drugs to make as much money as you do on the street, because everything in prison is skyrocketed. Is what you call price gouging. You know, what's $10 on the street may be 100 in the penitentiary. You understand? What's $10 on the street may be 100 in the penitentiary, just because you can't get it like that. So yeah, but I know dudes that done started businesses. I know dudes that done bought cars. I know dudes that done purchased houses. Dudes that paid rent. Dudes that put their kids through college. All from the penitentiary hustle, the penitentiary getting money, all from that. All from that. And I mean, I'm so sincere. I'm not, and it's been times that I done been around dudes, man, they got so much going on that they so business minded, man, that they sending and shuffling money all day. That this is how their day is, what it consists of. Oh, I gotta send this there. I gotta send this to my sister. Okay, make sure they go to my mom. Make sure they go to my girl. This is what they doing every day, and they moving and hustling and bustling, man. So the grind don't never stop, and it also shows you what you can do anywhere you at, you know. And this was times when I learned the drug game, because I won't never into drugs, period. Didn't use them, didn't sell them on the street, none of that. And then in the penitentiary, same thing. I ain't use them, I ain't sell them. So once I got to the point where somebody owed me money, and I told y'all that story before, and I learned the value of drugs in the penitentiary, I definitely sold them in the penitentiary, and I had man, it was very profitable. To be honest with you, it was very, very profitable. My main source of income for the long run in the penitentiary was, the store box. But at the same time, anytime somebody owed me and they couldn't pay me and they could give me drugs, I would take the drugs and resell them myself. And I had some good runs, man. I had some runs, man, for years with just getting money off of that and not getting popped or not getting caught. Man, at one time I had so much cash coming in and coming in so fast. I'm talking about real cash money that I was hiding money in places that just because you always got to be prepared. So I'm hiding money in places. I done hid money so many different places. There's times I was finding money and didn't even know I still had money. Even when the run was over. And you find money years later in your property in something that you done put it in and something like that. And shout out to my man Mon. I can remember Mon like the dude y'all see me with in the videos, and most of the time if you see me post something, my brother that I'm always with, Team Banky Parent Management Mon. And I can remember, man, when we was first getting super cool and we was on lock. And you on lock, you write letters, you send cards, you work out, you do what you gotta do. And he was, wanting some magic markers to draw on some stuff that he was gonna send home either to his kids, his grandkids, or something. So I sent him a pack of magic markers over there, and we on lockdown, right? So I send the markers over there to him because I got a whole stack of markers. Not that I'm an artist or nothing, but I used to use the markers to hide money and stuff in, as camouflage. So if you hiding some, you don't really want one pack of this because that's easy, make them want to look at it even more. So when they come in there, if it's a whole lot of the same thing, they may just brush over it. But it's just like the magic markers like these, man. I used to open these magic markers. I don't even know if this was open. But I used to open these magic markers up, and I used to take, like this, and take everything out of it, and take $100 bills or $50 bills, and roll them up real thin, and put them in one of the kitchen gloves that was plastic and tied in a knot, and stuff them back in the magic markers, and take the magic markers from there, and and put them all back in the pack and reseal it. So I had packs and packs of magic markers with an undetermined amount of money in it. You know what I'm saying? Cash money. For if anything happened or I get transferred somewhere or they come and shake me down and take all my stuff or whatever, I always had something as a backup. Now I'm taking a chance because if they find it, they're going to take the money. 9 times out of 10, they not only going to take the money, they're going to give me a charge for it, and they not even going to list all of the money that it is because they're going to take some and put it in their pocket. Yeah, they do that. They do that a lot. So I sent him the markers and he over there and he wait for a little while. Then he hit me back. He hitting on the wall. He hit on the wall and I pull up. I'm like, what's up? He said, man, you meant to send me these markers. I said, yeah, you asked for some markers. Then he said, man, you got to tighten up, man. You don't, these markers ain't no good. I said, what's wrong with them? They brand new. He was like, nah, man. He said, they got something in them. And I was like, what? He said, yeah, they got something in them. I said, what? He said, you know what? I was like, okay, send them back. So he sent the line. I fish them back. I'm opening these Jones, got money in all of them. But I had some with money in it, some didn't. Some was new, some wasn't. But I had forgot because it had been so long. Man, we used to get the little small boxes of cereal, the little kid Jones like that. Man, I used to open them up, had money fold up, mix it, stuff it down in the cereal, seal the cereal back up, seal the box back up, and I had 50, 60 boxes of cereal in there. So you don't know which one got it in there. You know, because you want to forget about it because you didn't need the money on hand at the time because I kept cash on me too. So I just had too much. That's how much you could get money in the penitentiary. You know, and then there's nothing that you could really buy in the penitentiary. You know, so the money is just going to accumulate. There's nothing you can really buy. You could get people to put the money on your books, do this and do that, but you could get money like that. So now when you usher in the drug trade are getting money in there, and the store bought trade are getting money in there, the gambling trade are getting money in there, and then when they take that tobacco, now all the prices just skyrocket because so many people, more people smoke tobacco than they do anything. So now you selling cigarettes, man, little skinny, what we call spider leg cigarettes, man, with just a little sprinkle of tobacco across the piece of paper and roll it up. You selling them for $7 and $8. You know what I'm saying? You could make 6, 7 of them out of one real Newport. So you talking about $7 or $8 times one cigarette, and it's 20 cigarettes in each pack. And then if you get a box of cotton, that's 10 packs of cigarettes, and you getting 7 cigarettes out of each cigarette. Man, you talking money on top of money on top of money. You know what I'm saying? And then you get the somebody to bring you in a pound of tobacco. Man, you rich, man. You rich. A pound of tobacco or raw tobacco? Come on, dog. You see a bag like this? All of that, man, for $7 a pop. Come on, man. They getting money in there, man. I know dudes got trucks on the street right now from the penitentiary. 18-wheelers, multiple ones, box trucks, with dudes that's out here driving them for them, and they in the penitentiary. These are their trucks that they have purchased and produced from sitting inside the penitentiary. True story. That's my good word. As we speak, a couple of dudes. I was in there with a dude that had 4, 5 trucks on the road, 18-wheelers, while I was in there with him. You understand? I know a dude got a limousine business up and running from the penitentiary. Got his brother out here driving the limos. Got a whole company. He is the backer. He is the one who started it. He's the founder of it. He did all that from the penitentiary and put people on the street in position to run it and work it and get money. Yeah. So the money is there. You know what I'm saying? The money is there. It's there, man. And dudes know how to get to it. They get into that bag in there. And, you know, the only difference is if they can take that and transfer that to the streets. Because the grind in the penitentiary is daily. If they come out here with the same philosophy, they can't do nothing but be, you know, productive. They can't do nothing but be successful. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like sometimes when you get out, them dudes, they detach from that. They can operate in those small quarters and they can operate at a high level. But when you get out on the street, there's so many moving parts and the world is so big and vast that some dudes get lost and they, you know what I'm saying, they lose their ability to function the way they function in prison, you know. But make no mistake about it, dudes get money in that penitentiary. They get money, thousands and thousands of dollars a week. You know, then you got the dudes that got the hustle where they got the COs that bringing them in to work. And the COs getting paid and they getting paid. But that only got a shelf life because it's just a matter of time. Somebody gonna peep the move, somebody gonna skunk the move, somebody gonna tell, somebody gonna write a note, somebody gonna draw suspicion, and then the people gonna start investigating it. And when they start investigating, you on the clock now for the gig to be up because you're gonna get towed off. Because if nothing else, even if they can't find them, they're gonna move that person that's associated with who they think got something to do with it, and then your whole plug is gone. You know what I'm saying? Your whole plug is gone. But they, man, COs make more money. The corrupt COs that bring stuff in make more money probably times 3 to 5 than they do on their own check. On their own check, man. You know. So yeah, it's money in the penitentiary, dog. It's definitely money in the penitentiary. It may not seem like it because people always calling home asking for stuff, always calling home asking for money. Send me this, send me that. But you got to look at it the other way. If the people that's always calling home asking for something, then you know what they're using it for. Because I'm telling you, this is how the people that's in there that never calls home and asks for anything, this is how they're accumulating money from the people who call at home and asking for money. And the people are sending them the money off of their love, off of the concern. But the money is usually going to getting high or getting drugs. If that person is a former drug user or whatever, that's probably what he's doing 9 times out of 10. But he don't even have to be a former drug user from the street, because dudes come to penitentiary and get a habit. They get a habit trying to duck the boredom, trying to duck the violence and the viciousness and the mundane, everyday, what I'm saying, routine. They trying to duck that. They trying to escape when there is no escape when you're in prison. There is no escape. You in this misery 24/7. Even if you get outside of your mind because you done got intoxicated or high or something, the reality comes back soon as the high wears off and you still here. And the situation is still the same. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, man, in a place where there's not expected to be any money, people are getting rich. People are literally getting rich, man. Literally. I know dudes that had people to come see them. They couldn't even get no way up there. They ain't had no car. And started messing with them. And next thing you know, the dude done purchased a car for them just so they can come back and forth up there. Just so they can come back and forth up there. They got the money and the means to do it. And like I say, money don't do you no good in the penitentiary. It ain't nothing you can do with money in the penitentiary besides make sure you eat every night. It ain't like you can go buy things that you want or go spend it here or go somewhere to. You can't do none of that. Only thing money matters in the penitentiary is just so you can make sure you eat. So dudes have money because they making money and they got money to spare. This is how they cut into these female COs. This is how they corrupt regular officers. This is how they get people to bring stuff in, because they're offering them more than what they can make anywhere else in a one-time loan. Man, a dude will give you, come on, man. If you working at a job and somebody tell you they're going to give you $500 to bring in a pack of cigarettes, they're going to give you $650 or something, or I give you $450 to bring me a box of Black and Miles. $450 when the average woman can take a box of Black and Miles and put them in her bra and come through the shakedown, or put them in her pants and come through the shakedown, and go in there and hand that off to you and get her four $100 bills and a crisp 50. You think they ain't gonna do it? You think they ain't gonna do it? Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? They be like Nelly. Dudes will ask them, they try them all day and say, ask them and see how they react. And they say, what? They say, oh, I was just kidding, I was just playing. Unless you're gonna do it. Unless you're gonna do it, and a lot of them gonna do it. Because it's greater, is a greater gain for them. It's more than what they make, on the job that they working, 12 hours a day. So it is what it is, man. But make no mistake about it, dudes get that paper in prison. They get it. They find a way to get to it, just like they find a way to do everything else in prison. No matter what they are denied, no matter what they have been told that they could not have or what they cannot do, if it is any way humanly possible, somebody in prison gonna figure out how to get it done. They're going to figure out how to get it done, because I'm telling y'all right now, some of the greatest and the most brilliant minds in prison that I have personally ever met, So they're going to find a way to get it done. From anything you could think about that you need, somebody in prison is going to find a way to make that happen. And getting money is definitely one of them. It's definitely one of them. I know dudes that got stacks and stacks of money on their books. I know dudes got $100,000 on their books and just keep it at $100,000. Because they got so much other money on the street that belong to them. They got bank accounts on the street. They got people that they send allowances to on the street. They got people that they send money to weekly on the street. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's like that, man. So, yeah. So to answer the dude question who asked in the chat, I forget who you are, but peace to you. Shout out to you. But yeah, they get money in the penitentiary, dog. That's why it makes also to make the penitentiary so dangerous. Because if you owe somebody some money, the risk that they're taking to accumulate this money under the conditions that they're in, they are not going to allow you to take no money from them, man, because they had to go through too much to get it. And here you come and you think you're going to trick them out of it. You're going to finesse them out of it. You're going to run game to them and get them. They're going to turn super violent on you. They're going to turn super violent on you. And it behooves them to do so because it's going to send a message to the rest of the population that if you owe me, you better pay me because I will crash out over this money. From the smallest amount to the largest amount, the rule apply on all of them. I crash out over $5,000, $1,000, $100, just like I would over $5, $2, and $1. And they sincere about that. They sincere about that, and they will demonstrate that. So, you know, that's why you always got to pay your debt when you're in prison. And you definitely got to pay your debt if it's some debt that you done came and asked somebody for something and took something away from them that they can make money for, and then you don't come through on your end of the deal. That's a recipe to get you know, man, get them hoes put in. To get them hoes put slam in you. You know, and hope you survive, and hope that people get you the medical in time. But anyway, man, I say all that to say, man, they're getting money in the penitentiary. But make no mistake about it, it still ain't no place you want to be because it's still misery, it's still violent, it's still inhumane. But they getting some money in penitentiary. You just can't do nothing with it but help the people on the outside. And hopefully they'll return the favor when you do be able to hit the streets. But that's all you can really do with it in the penitentiary is, you know, help somebody that you love. Because you start accumulating, there's no way to spend it. It ain't like you can go to the corner store and get what you want. Go to the clothing store. You can't do none of that. So the money is just there once you done made it. It's just a matter of what you're going to do with it. But anyway, man, just a little quick notes for y'all today, man. So y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all over here rocking with me. Man, we still in the hole. We still banging. We still trying to find a way out, you know, and hopefully we will before this 90 days or whatever suspension they got us up. Hopefully we can find a way to get out of it quicker. But in the meantime, in between time, man, keep watching us right over here on Pure Deliciousness. Tap into the shorts over on the main page. Tap into the shorts on this page. Stay locked in, man. We on the move. 100K almost here. Got to go set up the meet and greet. Gotta make it happen. You gotta pull up if you team Banky Pam, man. Salute to y'all. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And duck, bam, 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 boom, bam. Hey, hey, duck them hooks, man, and duck them crooks. They all out there, and they all searching and looking, hoping to find somebody slipping. Peace. We out, shit.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure Deliciousness.
Pure Deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in